What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here with another episode of World of Warcraft Classic on the Stone Spine server. How y'all doing? How's everyone doing? Hope y'all having a fantastic week. We are back here at Sargeron. We are here to kill a Shadow Stalker because apparently we need a scalp off one of these lads in order to be able to find a mob that I'm fairly certain is like right here. It is what it is. We don't question these things. We just go along with it. That's all there is to that. Alright, we just ain't gonna talk about it. Do we have our scalp? Well, we're done. Okay, well that was nice, short and sweet. We're gonna make our way back now to hand this quest in. I have no idea where the Gelkas are. Speak about Warug on the southeast. That's like, it has to be somewhere over here then, I would assume. Since it doesn't seem to be anywhere down here at all. So they must be either here or here. It's somewhere there. Whatever. Fuck it. Right, we're going to make our way back to the old ghost, whatever the fuck name of this place is, and hand this quest in back in a minute. Right, we're going to hand this quest in out here momentarily. We're going to see what these nerds want us to do next. We do have a quest which is going to bring us down to Shellfish village, which is located, motorbike neighbor, somewhere down this area of the world, which might bring us past the Centaur place that we need to go as well. Two birds with one stone. We're getting loads of Undercity rep. That's not what we want. An Oracle Crystal would do nicely. Northwest of here is a vast coral reef that the Naga has taken as their home. When this goes to the shore, you can find their oracles there are deadly and will not react kindly to your intrusion, so be careful and make haste. When you return, we shall see about finding this demon lord Azur. Okay. Interesting. Right, we're gonna go try find the Shadowprey village. I think is gonna be my initial concern for the time being. I think we want to try and get that knocked on the head before we start worrying about other nonsense. Although, actually, to be fair, here, hang on. Like, can I use this thing? Wait, where is it? Are we not in the Valley of Bones? No? Bird, fuck off. Just backhand the bird. Get out of it. I don't fucking deal with your bullshit. Where's the Valley of Bones? I feel like this is the Valley of Bones. You know what I'm saying? This looks pretty valley-esque. It feels like there's bones, you know? I feel like I got gypped out of my bones here now, to be honest, which requires the dead Goliaths. Is that not one here? This fucking thing? No, obviously not. Right. So we're just gonna continue south as if nothing happened. Text my message. Going dinner with thing. Okay, right. Now steam on down south. Pop sprint here. Let's try and just expedite this a little bit quicker. The Valley of the Bones. Oh really? Wow. You fucking cunt. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that, folks. Too much. Too much. Let me read this one again. There's a valley to the southeast called the Valley of haunted by Magram ghosts. Will sell their plasma. Okay, so southeast. Interesting. Not 100% what this is, but we're sure as fuck about to find out. Looks like a Burning Blade style thing, based off of this shack here in the background. Could also be Kolkar. with the spears kind of laid out here. Now hold the phone. I'm not seeing any mobs. The Valley of Spears. This is Maradin. Or either that or that's Maradin, but this feels like Maradin, yeah. Interesting. Alright, we'll just zip on away out of here anyway. Just keep on exploring the map. Sure, it has to be uncovered eventually. Why not uncover it now? Might come across some nodes in and around here as well. That was this chap, 36. Yeah, we're all in and around the same level here. We're all in and around the same level. Now, okay, what are you? Silver? Absolutely. Another few bob. And it's more about just knowing that the node is there as well, getting it on the map, so that way we can see it for future farming expeditions. Silver nodes, well, but they're copper and tin. Maybe just tin. Can't be 100% about that. Because I don't fucking know is the reality. We have a tin node here that we can get our hands on too. Just any kind of resource that we get an opportunity to get a hold of, we should just be getting a hold of it straight away. Like if some of them have a location as in the Destus, and then the rest were just like, eh, maybe. Now, what's happening over here? What are these? These could be the Gelkas now. I have a feeling that they are... We can start farming our centaur ears. I'm just not seeing any. Here we go. Gelkas, yeah. Okay. Uthek the Wise. Probably going to be somebody similar in the other village where we will hand in our quest. Okay, right. So this is going to start leading to rep changes with the two factions. So it'll make these guys angry at us and the other guys like us. Decreases by 100, increases by 20. Yeah. This is going to take a while. But then again, we need to farm these guys for ears too, so... Hopefully she doesn't aggro. That's probably why she's allied to us. Like, that's probably why she's coming up the screen, so that way she won't just randomly attack you in the middle of farming. She might eventually attack us. Hard to say, to be honest. Hard to say. In what world was that too close, may I ask? In what world was that too close? Okay, so let's quickly have a look at our reputation. 24. We need to kill 50 in total, I think. Well, we need 1,000. 5 gets us 100. So yeah, what's that? 50? Yeah, 50. And hopefully at some stage in all of this killing we will be getting ears. Which we just don't seem to be now at the minute. These fucking... It's nice that we can just kind of run up to them now for the time being. And just start smashing on them. I don't know if we'll aggro the other ones. Based off of me being violent towards these guys in front of them. Like if they'll run in and join in type of thing. I would be intrigued to see. No, doesn't appear so. Appears we're alright just to keep steaming on here. It'll probably change most rapidly here now in a moment. Once the faction begins to hate me, which will take, what, 10 mobs? There's a node of some description in this direction. Oh yeah, you know, we're all about that. We are all about that. Fuck that noise. Pop sprint. Let's get over here. Get this promptly. Fucking money time. Let's go. Nailed it.
I can't loot that right now.
Quickly get this on the fucking go. This is gonna be a grindy area to be in, unfortunately, folks. That's just part and parcel of it. And it's part of the game. Sometimes it's grindy as fuck. You know? That's just the way it is. Well, like, the whole thing is a grind from 1 to 60, and then a grind to get gear, and then a grind to level your alts. Like, it is a grindy game. Selling the blind powder on the marketplace is also a viable thing to fucking do. Like, you get good income out of it. It's worth a few bob. Like, this in and of itself is not giving me market price for it for some reason. Why isn't my auction add-on working? There we go. Yeah, so like 79 silver. Like, that's a shell. Finally got a centaur here. Finally. Every other single one of them had no ears, but that guy had one. Yeah. We just keep steaming on. Here's another Dork Rouge. I don't think they're angry at me just yet. Maybe we have to lose 3k rep with these before they would hate me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we need to kill another 13. Apparently we're at war, which is interesting. Nobody ever informed me of that. Sure, look, it is what it is. Chop his leg off. Steaming on. With the amount of, like, centaur that we've killed, I find it hard to imagine that there's an issue with the population of them currently. In fact, with the amount of animals we are killing globally as a faction, I think we've probably at this point wiped out the entire population of all species in this world of Warcraft. They just seem to respawn ever so conveniently every time. It's hard to understand. Not getting so lucky with lockboxes here now in the last while. We keep at it, but we're not getting too lucky. Our lockpicking's 152. We're still in a pretty good spot as it comes, as per lockpicking as is, but it'd be a better spot if we had that maxed out. Jesus, we are really not getting them at all here. Pickpocket this dude. These aren't aggroing on us. Yeah, this is great. Okay. Yeah, well, plus skinning. That's for your molten core, the core leathers, which they use on a few bits. I remember I used to do that for a guild. On Kronos, the guild I was in, I done that for ages. But there was an issue with it in that there was a couple of people who had their skinning set up. They had the skinning enchant, and they had the skinning sword, so that way they could get the +5 skinning to do it. And some of those letters would go missing, and I eventually got given out to, and somebody was like, "Those letters, Gibboeire, what you doing with them? You ain't sending them all onto us." Yeah, no I am, dude. I'm sending on every single one I'm getting. So they accused me of stealing the letters, which I actually can't remember how much they were going for on the marketplace, but I don't think it would have been enough to warrant justifying robbing a couple of them, because the profit in comparison with other enterprises that I had on that server in terms of making gold definitely wouldn't have been worth it. But it's never nice to be accused of things either. So I immediately re-rolled engineering. And that was the, oh shit. Pop the pot first, so that way we got that out. So that way our healing, the debuff, isn't going to be as much of an issue. Fuck my life, bro. Oh shit, we might have to vanish. Yeah, we're vanishing. Oh, we got him down to like 1%, bro. We got him down to like 1%. Oh, and he didn't even die. He got down to like 1% as well. Man, nerds. Yeah. And that's how I became an engineer. I was like, okay, well, fuck that. If you're gonna give out to me for something that ain't my fault, I'm not gonna do it for you anymore. And then I remember when we went to the next raid then, and I went to do it, and they're like, yeah, but why aren't you skinning the things? Because I don't do it anymore. After all the shit I just got. So then other randoms started doing it, and I think even more of them started to disappear following that. But I didn't stay in that guild too much longer after that, because that was just outrageous. That guild really turned shit once certain core members left the fucking group. Fucking blew. But I had a lot of good times with a lot of the folk in it. Good times. Now these are aggroing, so hang on. We need to fucking pull off here now. Ah, me bollocks. Come on. Melee me, you cunt. There we are. Right, come on. Jesus. Now, that didn't aggro that time, so I don't know what the fuck that was about. I've noticed that in multiple guilds that I've played in over the course of my experience, but WoW, even in older, like in TBC and Path of the Lich King type things, like guilds change over time. Like people obviously start to grate on each other's nerves, all that sort of shit like plays a part in it as well. But like different players end up joining and different attitudes get brought to the game. Different people want different things, have different priorities. And that leads to like negative feelings with some players against others and blah 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 blah. Some people just don't get along. That's just a facet of humanity. Some people will just dislike each other from the fucking get-go. Yeah. Guilds can become quite toxic. I remember I was in, what was it called? The Silver Dragons, and that was during Wrath of the Lich King, and I remember doing knacks and stuff like that and having so much fun. And then I went offline for like a month for whatever reason that I can't remember. And when I came back online, I was still in the guild and I recognized a couple of people. I was like, oh, hey, look, it's you, it's this guy, it's whatever. And I got invited on a raid. And then somebody, it was like there was a lot of Polish people were suddenly in the guild. And none of the like UK folk that I knew were there, and the ones that were there that I knew were like salty. Their attitude was completely different from what I had remembered. Like I just fucking, as soon as that raid was done, I was like, oh fuck this shit, I'm out of here. This is fucking horrible. Like why the fuck would I stay playing here? Like raiding ain't that fucking, like it's important, but like the game shouldn't be like negative in that regard. And then I remember in Kata being in a group with my mates. This was back then when I was gaming heavily with Aaron and fucking Cesar. And Aaron was in a group, a guild, and we all ended up joining this thing and we started raiding then and having great. So he was like the main tank. I was an Umkin. They ended up basically forcing me to be a healer because their healers kept not showing up or some shit like that. So but that went from being a really fun raiding experience to a really negative, like fucking people taking it way too seriously type of thing. Fucking saying that. Try to remember exactly how it went, but basically there was like one or two individuals that felt intimidated or threatened by other individuals. The talls and the shorts of it, like it went from suddenly being a video game to like this was like an extremely serious conversation about adults not getting along with adults, and it was so fucking stupid. And was also kind of blindsided, the three of us. And we were like, you know what, fuck this shit, we're out of here. I'm not gonna get involved in this shit anymore. This is nuts. So like guilds are subject to change over time. I think it would be very difficult to actually find a guild which stayed similar to what you expected it to be like for a prolonged period of time. Like I think that would be extraordinarily difficult to do. We're gonna try actually. You know what? I'm just even thinking about it. We're gonna really try and stay on top of our like reputation and stuff like that over the course of this playthrough as well. Like we can get in early and start working on the Argent Dawn rep, the Tisselfur rep, all that shit. There's plenty of stuff that we can be doing while we're waiting around for this shit to tip on. But yeah, no, like guilds are subject to change. So like it's gonna be difficult to find a guild of people that you're like willing to hang around with and game with and stuff like that. That's always a facet of the game that's extremely frustrating. And what'll end up happening is there'll be like a certain amount of them of people that in a guild that you would enjoy playing with, and then not necessarily one or two that you might not. And then that can potentially spoil your experience with that guild then as well, which is unfortunate. Get this on the fucking day. I'm really hyped to play a bit of Minecraft, so I might take a break from this in a while because this is extremely grindy. And I might do an episode of Minecraft. I might start a new series on that because I might have watched a couple of videos and I'm kind of inspired to like start a world and then try and actually stick with it and like, you know, get good at creating like this big fucking thing to explore through and shit like that. And I don't know, I just think it'd be fun. I think it'd be hypey. I might even like download like a world and maybe open it up to like folk to possibly join in on and shit. I don't know. But that obviously means making it, you know, open to them fucking blowing it up as well. Which is probably not a smart move, you know. But sure, look, we'll see. We'll see. I'll put new poisons on. I'm going to replace this one as well because just, I like having that as an Eden number. I'm a little bit OCD about it. Yeah. So the quest to get a guild on this server is going to continue. We're starting to come into levels now where we're going to encounter people and stuff like that. And we may encounter them a bit more frequently. What I see happening is we'll probably do a quest with somebody or end up pugging with somebody. And then by methodology of doing that, somebody would be like, oh, this guy's actually alright to quest with or something like that, or not. Eventually you will encounter somebody that will be like, oh, hey, look, this guy's kind of cool, or he's good, or he's like, ah, fuck him, we can just use another body. And then in doing so, find a group of people we actually enjoy playing with. And we may not get it right the first time. I think I got really lucky on Chronos with the group of people that I ended up playing with. Actually ended up being really fucking... Initially ended up being really nice. Unfortunately, laterally, not so much. That took a disappointing turn. But again, what I primarily feel caused that was changes in attitudes in the guild that were brought around by newer players that were joining in and then adding their 2 cents into what they felt was the main priority, or what the way things should have been done, or not liking the way a certain particular thing was done. And they weren't necessarily wrong nor right. You know what I mean? Like maybe certain things were being done in a way that wasn't necessarily what would be considered like on average correct. But I just knew no difference because that was my experience of it. And so then when it was changed, I was kind of like, oh, this is different. Bruh, I thought he was about to just like, nope, and just go right down the side there. Fucking hell. But a very negative attitude kind of came in that guild towards my latter kind of month or so in it. Really negative attitude. I wasn't necessarily about down to whatever about like doing boss attempts and dying and shit like that. Like, fucking, that's a part of it, man. You know what I mean? Like that's part of the fucking game. And ain't much to be done about that. Like you do a boss and you wipe, like whatever, fucking GG. But like it's all about having a giggle about it too. I done some really fun stuff in that guild as well. Like fucking we raided Org, we took it over for like a few hours, and they were like kind of the fun experiences that I had with it. But then oof, grab that. Then there was this whole fucking... The way I could best describe it is that it kind of like became like militarized in the sense you, oh, we have to have this item farmed and this stuff has to be farmed and you need to have all that, and if you don't have this you can fuck off. And it's just kind of like, oh, okay, individual that I've never spoken to before, you're giving me all these rules and orders and shit like that and telling me what to fucking do, and I've not played with you once, and I've been playing with these people for, what, about 4 or 5 months now? Where did you come from? What thing makes you think you're entitled to speak to me in that manner? What the fuck? That made it an extremely negative experience. So much so that, like, raiding even became, like, not fun. Like, and at that point, what's the point in continuing with it? It's just fucking stupid. 400 divided by 20. What's that? Another 17. We'll just keep fucking baiting the head off them here. That's all we can do. I think that's... we only need to get it up to 1 tier. It's not actually that hard. And like with the drop rate on the ears as well, it's not that bad at all. Yeah. Aye. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on guilds and all that shit. And it'll be difficult to find a group of people that I had the same kind of fun with on Chronos. That will be difficult. I have no doubt about that now in my mind. But I'm sure we'll persevere. We might get lucky and encounter some individuals that are fun to fucking play with. Or we might not. Yeah, you never know. But we'll see. One way or the other, we are going to have to try and get a group of people that we can do raiding with, because we won't be able to get the gear pugged. That shit is just... you might get sweaty on a pug and win something, and like GG if you do, but you do need some kind of structured kind of fucking thing in place so that way gear is allocated fairly. The way they did it on Cronus was a loot council. And I think a lot of people at the guild that I was in did it by a loot council. So like, there was like... I think a representative from each of the classes that was on the council, and the guild leader and the other, basically the officers. And like they had like a couple of like Excel type sheet type things, and they would work out who had been given gear here, when, and everywhere. And then there was a certain amount of input as to whether or not they were attending raids and stuff, and when was the last time they'd received gear. And like, it wasn't exactly straightforward. Like, there was a fair bit of thought that was put into it. Supposedly, I wasn't involved in it myself, so I don't know. And that was my understanding of how it worked. And as far as I could tell, it was by and large fair for the most part. Like, usually if somebody was due an item, they would get it. Sometimes people would get an item and it probably should have gone to somebody else, or like, it wasn't exactly a perfect system, but like everybody ended up getting shit eventually, because like we were all having a fucking go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody eventually got items as a consequence, just the frequency of it. But I guess some people found that particularly frustrating, that they didn't get items initially, and they couldn't necessarily see reason as to why. I don't know. Whereas with it like a point-based system, like the likes of DKP or something like that, at least you can see like the reasoning behind the allocation and distribution of the items, I suppose. Which system is better, honestly, can't fucking say. But just based off of like hardship and feelings, I guess DKP kind of takes that element out of it, because at least you can see what's going down, you know. I forget how DKP works exactly. I do know it's off a points basis, so dragon kill points. I think every time you kill a boss, you get points, and whoever has the most points or whatever the fuck gets prio on the item, or something to that effect. I forget exactly, but there is a system, and it has a bit of a logic to it, which Loot Council, to the outsider, may not necessarily have had. Whereas if you went to pretty much every single raid, you would see that items were by and large distributed more or less fairly. And then the problem, of course, also is based off of the randomness of the drops of loot. You might particularly want one item, and that's the only item you want, and then somebody else might get that ahead of you, and you might not see that item again for like fucking 50 raids, because other class items would be dropping, so that when it finally drops, you're like, oh, this is totally for me now, and then somebody else gets it. And whereas with TKP, you would be able to actually see, oh, this person's going to get that item ahead of me, unless I put a bit of graft in here now and earn it, and earn the points in order to be able to do it. I think I was in a guild that did use a points-based system in Kata, so like, I knew going into a raid that if an item dropped that I wanted, that I was going to get that item. based off of the fact that I knew I had more points than anybody else in the guild that would be rolling on the same type of item. So I suppose that removes the element of 3 more. 3 and 5, 8. 8 more to kill. That removes that element of kind of subjectivity from the whole distribution of it. And I think with something like this, well, DKB is flawed in its own ways, I guess, in terms of like, you can just farm up points and then get whatever item you want, and it could potentially go to somebody who isn't there all the time and doesn't necessarily deserve it. And like, again, I could be wrong here in DK because I can't remember because I haven't used the system at all in recent times, and I think the system I'm describing from Kata is something different, or maybe a modified version of it. But like, the idea with the loot council system then as well was that like people who were showing up and putting the graft in got loot. So like, just because you showed up once on a fucking blue moon, did a few bosses, went AFK for another month or so, showed up, you weren't suddenly entitled to an item based off of the fact that you were away for a month. Somebody would get that item ahead of you. Which makes sense because like, oh, well, you might not show up for another month. And the reason you get gear, it's not to power your character up, it's to make the guild itself stronger, to down bosses, to get items for everyone. So that way they can continue to down those bosses with ease, and it makes the guild as a whole stronger. That's the whole logic to it. So like, giving items to people that aren't necessarily going to be showing up or attending raids and shit like that doesn't make any fucking sense, because you're not empowering the guild in any way, shape or form. And that was the logic behind the loot council system, is that they would reward players that were going to be there, that were putting the graft in, and who had been helping out with everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was the whole point. I think that was kind of hard for some players to see sometimes, and that made some people really salty, and some people end up leaving the guild on Chronos because of that shit. I do remember a few cases of people like fucking in the middle of the raid rage quitting just because they didn't get an item, because they felt they deserved that item, and they couldn't understand that somebody else had been putting in that bit much more fucking graft than them in order to achieve that kill, or that moment where the kill would be possible, or for whatever shit that was going on in the background. And when you think about it as well, like, the most important member of your raid is your tank. Like, that's the one that holds the aggro and does all the shit. So you need your tank to be the most well-geared individual in the fucking group. So, like, the tank has to get gear ahead of everyone else. Like, that's just fucking 101, like, makes sense, does not compute otherwise type bullshit. And some people got fierce fucking salty about that, you know what I mean? Like, and I remember hearing some of the officers talking about it in Discord, like, cause they were getting whispers constantly about that shit. Fucking, I wouldn't tolerate that. If somebody started giving me lack over shit like that, I'd be like, nah bro, get the fuck out. You're entitled to your opinion, but you're gonna start fucking harassing me because you think you deserve something. Yeah, you get the fucking both. See you later, buddy. Fucking see you later. Yeah. I don't know. I think that system worked, to be honest with you. And then sometimes I got items that I wasn't necessarily expecting to be getting, you know what I mean? It's just the way it works sometimes. But it encouraged you to try and perform. It wasn't just a case of showing up and just trying to fucking, yeah, the boss is dead, I got a few points, next time I'll get an item. Like, fuck. I need to stick out because I need to do more damage than all the other rogues, because I want to show that I'm worth giving the gear, that you're going to get more of a return. So what ended up happening then in the guild as a result was that, like, the rogues were extremely fucking competitive. Like, we used to give each other shit over fucking, your DBS is low there, buddy, and fucking, like, we'd be whispering each other, giving each other shit constantly, but like in a friendly sort of manner. Like, it wasn't not in a negative sense, but simultaneously then in conjunction with that, like, if somebody had the like the attack power buff or the Winterfell potions, fire waters and shit, like, we would divvy that shit out amongst us, so that way, you know, it was, everyone had the fucking, the capacity to, we got the friendly, we can dip out. Everybody had the capacity to achieve like a higher DPS fairly. And then also slagging each other if you died and you lost all your fucking buffs. Like, that was always a fair amount of it as well. I don't know. I think it'll be hard for me to find kind of a similar experience to what I achieved on Chronos. I think I was extremely fortunate in ended up in the group of folk that I ended up. If any of you fuckers are watching, you fucking cunts. Not at all. There was a core group of people that I really enjoyed playing with, and then there was a couple of people that kind of came in towards the latter end of it, which just, we didn't have the same ideologies, and we just did not gel. Unfortunately. For sure, it is what it is. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, it's a video game. And like I said, if it's not fun and you're not enjoying it, you shouldn't be doing it. Because what's the point in playing something that's just going to be fucking upsetting you? That's silly. That's fundamentally silly. And that's why I'm big on this whole, you need to find... What the fuck? You need to find a group of players that you thoroughly enjoy playing with. And then you will have the most rewarding experience that you could potentially have. That's the best way to do this. It's the only way to fucking do this. Because the other way is just shite. And why would you inflict that upon yourself? You know what I mean? We finally have a flight path here now in a second, I think. Somewhere. Here, maybe. Bring what? Long ago, a dwarf came to this land. His name was Hemet, and he hunted great beasts. Spent many... It's forgotten. I vowed one day to welcome him back to to Hemet. Oh, so this is going to link me back in with Hemet now. So this is kind of sending me back towards Stranglethorn Vale. It's kind of linking in. I probably have a fair amount of shite in my inventory here that we can get rid of. Get rid of the dust of decay. Oh yeah, can't get rid of that horn. Oh well. Proceeds of poaching here. Get rid of these pretty rocks. Okay, we definitely need to do a bit of mail at some point here. Fuck me. Inventory is full of shit. Wait. Where is Kodo horn? Let's run up and see what this dude is. Cooking supplies. What you got for me, brother? Expert cookbook, eh? Could totally sell this for a few bob. On auction. 1, 2, 3. We'll buy 3. Might be able to flip them for a little bit, you know what I mean? And we'll learn one of them, and then we can start working on our cooking again up to 225. It's important to get your cooking up to max, because you get food buffs at level 60, extra DPS. And if you are a sweaty cunt like me, and you want to top the DPS meter, that's how you do it. You got to put that graft in, and you got to get those buffs. That's the way we do it. This is how we do it. Jump. Okay. Speaking of flight masters, anytime now. Treat the demon box from Thunder Axe Fortress. Except we did have a quest here for Catch of the Day. Talk to Jannar Zillan. He must be down at the fucking on the actual dock itself. Here's a post box. We're gonna send mail. I click. Yeah, do you like that? Because I click. Okay, send on. All of this stuff. Fucking why not? Somebody might buy it. You'd be surprised what shite people purchase on the Owl Auction House. You will be very surprised what you'll manage to sell to some fucking idiots. Now, send. People have a use for most things in this game. You know what I mean? Like, people are... like, there's a use for the majority of items that are in this game, so... if you try and sell it, somebody might need it somewhere. You are likely to actually sell it. No fight master up here. I thought, maybe. Huh. Potentially over yonder. No. Skinning trainer is here. But I think I'm already maxed out on my skinning training. I don't think... yeah. Now if we do a couple of pugs, if they don't fucking take all the core letters, that could be a thing that we could potentially even make a few bob off of, but I find it extremely unlikely. Other fish to fry. Oh, look at this. We're getting quests to go up and start killing the Naga here and everything. This is fucking savage. We'll check out that trade supply here now in a second. Clam bait, soft shell clam meat. Soft shell are littered around the area. It's standing. Oh, that's an upgrade. Yeah, 100%. Let's fucking do that. Something about fishing supplies. I ain't gonna do no fucking fishing. Fuck that shit. I'll do it IRL. I won't do it in a fucking video game. I love fishing. Fishing's so much fun. In this game, not so much. You have to be incredibly fucking bored to fucking fish in this game. Yeah. Let's get this flight path. I'm gonna take a breather for a minute now that I've got this shit. That's really after opening up our map there a bit more for us now as well. And we kind of have a way to get back into this area. Oh god, I can't wait till I'm level fucking 40 though when I've got my mount. I can fucking fly around a wee bit quicker. We're going to aim to head up into this area now. We've got a few quests to head back into that area. Jesus, I'd nearly be quicker flying up here, to be honest. Yeah, actually I would. Boolean. A boolean is a lane in the countryside in Ireland. I wonder, do we have an old Norseman? Which, yeah, there's Norse ties in Irish culture, so that could well be an Irishman there. It'd be hard to say. Now hang on, who is this cunt here that we're meant to be getting stuff off of? This lad. How come there's no little quest thing on him? Hey man, never. Makes my life a bit easier. Many shellfish. Every 5 shellfish I will give you a fine.
Be careful, man.
Okay, right. I get it. I get it. Okay, he wants me to... Yeah. Right. I scratch his back, he'll scratch mine. Type thing. Do I do it now or do I take a minute? I might take a minute. Okay, shellfish trap. Why do I get the feeling this isn't going to be as straightforward as I would like it to be? We need 10, don't we? Yeah. Give me like 100 of them here. You only get 1 in each one? Fucking for real. That sucks. Sarthair's Strand? Shit, are we here already? What? Oh, we're gonna fucking die. Get up, gimme! Putt! I'll be at the vanish. Oh my god, we cut that one close. I'm gonna get a cup of tea. We're gonna try this fucker again. Remember, we're only gonna do one at a time. One at a time, because you don't know what the fucking deal is with this guy and slowing you down and what's going to come out of it. So when we kill this guy, we'll go back up and then we'll come back down. And then we'll do the cage in case another one kind of pops out. I think that's just like the most cautious way of doing it. He should probably drop one, I'd say. Oh no, okay, so if we get one of those guys comes out, we ain't going to get our clam. That's sad. Oh, there's little air pockets down below. Well. Oh shit, that was red. We go get that one here next.
I need to get closer.
Ew. Fucking swimming, I swear to god. Thanks for the shellfish, but... Oh, this dude's getting that one, is he? Sad times. Down, periscope. We'll go for this one here. We can head over here then for a bit of air. Needs to be careful, because if another one spawns out of that, like, he's about to have bad news bears, big time. We can get this little bubbly fisher. Yeah, that's gonna fucking work out nice for us here. Shit. Oh, you scumbag. Right, well, let's fight him in the air pocket so we already have the wherewithal to stay alive. The only question is whether or not this dude comes down and nicks me fucking yoke now. That's alright, I'll report him. Still not over that, if you haven't figured that out just yet. We're still getting the breath buff from this far away, shit. Man, this quest is fucking... Jesus. Awkward. Little fucking position. Eviscerating there, brother. Yeah. When you're ready, very good. Didn't get what we want, but fuck it. Up we go again. There's another one. We don't want to be getting into combat with this lad. We just want to fucking gather this. That's the end of the shelf there now, as you can see. There's drops off. Give me the fucking... you scumbag game. There's no point in killing him. He doesn't drop the fucking things. Yes. Screw you, bruh. Get out of here. There, we're out of it. Jesus, he's fucking milling me. Like, how far is this cunt planning on following me? Like, you fucking arsehole. Me bollocks. I'm not gonna die to this cunt. You can fucking ask me nuts. Bullshit, lad. Oh, fucking, this fucking swimming around bollocks is starting to annoy me now. This area is just filled with quests that are fucking infuriating, and I can't even eat food to heal myself, man. This is fucking annoying. Oh, you absolute cunt. Right, let's go again. Get down and we get this one. And look, of course, there's one of these after spawning in. No, we're gonna go for that one, brother. That's my one there, pal. You can ask me fucking gonads if you think I'm gonna let you get this. He got it. Cunt. Oh, fuck you. What's your fucking name? Anky Panky? You're a fucking dick nugget is what you are. I hope you get battered by that fucking fish. I hope it fucking absolutely skull fucks you into the next century. Prick. Now, there's one down here. I am getting very salty. Oh, this fuckery going on. And look at these cunts. Wait, why? You fucking... Could you not just fuck off? And fuck yourself with a fucking sharp object, you absolute ball bag. Like, come on. Like, this arsehole is gonna fucking float over here now and whip that on me now. Wait till you fucking see. I'll just have to report him. Yeah. Down periscope. Jesus fuck. This is a load of me hoop. Remember what I said about engaging quests? Ain't nothing engaging about this. This is bollocks is what it is. Fuck my life. Do I have anything that I can speed up? Oh, we got 2 out of the 1. Let's fucking go. Oh, yes. I'm gonna risk it. I'm absolutely gonna risk it here. I have a 100% feeling that this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna give me 8. Oh, fucking cunt. Get off me. Them crits though. Huh. Fuck my life. What are we on now? 4? 6 more, dudes. 6 more. My god. We gotta get poisons on the fucking go as well. We need to be able to put these guys in the fucking dirt promptly when it kicks off. We have to sell that for a pretty penny, surely. Yeah. Vendors for fuck all, but like you can sell them on the market for like 25 times their actual value. Quick math. Let's go. 2. Fucking nailed it. What are we up to now? 6. We'll go down, we'll fill up on this, and then we'll make our way over to here and we'll pick it up. Give me the buff. Give me the buff. There we go. Well, it's actually a debuff, but, you know. Ooh. Now, we're full of gas. Steam on over. That'll buy me some time. He'll just sit there and look at that now. And continue on his fucking merry way. That's alright. And we'll just swim backwards towards the air as we kill this cunt. Slow motion. Chopping him up. So much fun. The Cataclysm had like an underwater area, Vastier or something like that, where you like faced off against the Naga and stuff like that. I hated that shit so much. I fucking hated that shit so fucking much. It was so frustrating. So fucking... Like... Kudos for weapon, like, level design and stuff like that, but that was just fucking... And I was playing a druid. Like, I had the fucking water form, you know what I mean? And that was still a pain in the fucking nuts. Man, like, every single one of these is just filled with cunts. Like, none of them have the actual quest items. And then every now and again it's like, oh, we'll give you 2 just to rope you in a little bit more. Again. Fill up on breath. Back down we go. The fact that you can eat or can't eat doesn't really matter because you spend so much time trying to get oxygen that you fucking... We got 2 out of that, nice. You spend so much time getting oxygen you end up fucking regenerating all your HP anyway. Here we go. This will be our last one. It's totally gonna drop the things we need as well. I'm feeling it, folks. I'm feeling it. We're gonna get optimistic about this. We're gonna get up, get the air, dive, rogue style, super snacky. Honestly, if this is a bad dude, like a clam of death, tri-snap fucker, I would vanish it. No hesitancy. I would vanish it. I'm over this quest. It's fucking frustrating. Up we go, you cunt. Come on to fuck. Nearly halfway on the rep there. Jesus, I'd be actually surprised if we even break Revered at this point. By the time we get to mount time. It makes no odds. We're going to be buying it. We can afford it for 100 gold. It isn't really an issue at this juncture, but still. Down here. This one wasn't so good to us last time, so let's just see if it's like positional or if it's going to be a case of if it's randomized. But then again, we're going to have to get 2 in a row where we got the things, so all we need is 1. Come on. Prick. Right, so this one is obviously a shit one. It's in the kelp. This is where this dude likes to hang out. This is obviously his moth. So that's what's going down there. 100% confirmed. Here, have one of these. Now we get our breath back. Outstanding. Right, we go for another fucking swim. I guess if you just didn't move so fucking slow, you can take a potion to make yourself move quicker than this, but I didn't think this would be this much of a fucking ball ache to fucking do. And it's the fact that these cunts slow you down underwater as well. Like, that's... yeah. It's just cancerous. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Give me the fucking clam. The little shellfish. Oh, it gave it to me. Can I sell these, or are they buying on pickup type thing? It's not showing me the auction information again. Yeah, it didn't. It's not loaded the data. I think the add-on has crashed. And now it is showing it, so it does not show it when you're in combat. You can sell these on the market. Shellfish. Market price times 10. They're 13 silver a pop. So, like, if you don't want to deal with this quest, you can... you can fucking sell those. And I would consider buying them to avoid doing that again. I hate you. Orc. Troll, dude. I hate you. Just so we're clear. Just in case that wasn't abundantly clear. I hate you. Okay, we are going to make our way up to Stone Talon and then from there run down to do the next bits of our quests. Because I actually think that's going to be quicker. I gotta get a cup of tea. Back in a minute. We're back. Alrighty then, that was a run and a half. We are now back here at the Thunder Axe Fortress. And we are going to snake our way in the back door again here. But just before we do that, we're going to pick up this tin node. So in here there's supposedly a crystal that we need to smash up with a pickaxe that some dude gave us, which is a perfectly reasonable thing to ask some random person you've never met before. I think it is. I don't think there's any issue with that at all. This is a demon pick. How is it different from my pick? I have no idea. But it will destroy demon crystal, and that's all we need to know. And some random stranger has told us it will do that, and we are going to accept that. Because that is what you do in the World of Warcraft. That is what you do. And we found another node. Very slowly but surely we are beginning to uncover the innards of the nodes and their locations in this world of Warcraft. Right. Is there a way I can just like fucking man mode off this onto that and then just be in? Like, oh my god, that's a jump. If I could do that, I feel like if I pop sprint I can. Like I fucking... do you know what I mean? Like that's totally doable. To what end? I honestly couldn't tell you, but... anyway. The first quest we're about to do here now is the Hand of Iruxos. Uses demonic portals at the Mana Rock Coven to gain access to a demon box. Alright, so we're here to gain access to a demon box in Thunder Axe Fortress. That's totally a viable thing to do. It's an orange quest, so that's the big building, but I feel like this is the secretly hard one. You break your bollocks getting into the other one, and then it actually turns out that this is the one we need to be in. No, I was incorrect. There's no crystal here. It is in the other one, and I saw somebody just heading in there, which means they're probably clearing out the mobs, which means we can take advantage of the absence of the mobs in order to progress our quest. Pissing, right? The fucking rain just never really seemed to start here. Like, this storm just seems to be not happening. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's just after all this hype about, like, it's definitely windy. I can see that the trees are a-blowing here outside, but not to the extent that I would have anticipated, considering what we should be actually experiencing here now at the moment. I wonder if there's been a delay, or if it's changed course, or what's changed necessarily. But however, I'm not gonna fucking sweat about it. Like I said, it's better if it's not going down. Oh shit tits. Well, if they're gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. Whoop. I'm out. Look, GG. Did I get it? Damn. No, I did not. Okay. This could be spicy. There's an alliance quest of some sort here as well. This definitely could be spicy. I think I've got to kill that fucking... This is an escort quest for them, I think. We might just very quickly clear this room out. Do it in front of them, it's whatever. We have popped our vanish, just remember that. So we're extremely vulnerable. We'll wait for this to come back up. And a potion, though, that's nice. I'm probably gonna need that now in a couple of seconds. Okay. I think we should be able to manage this. I feel confident. Ooh, double potion. Nice. So the crystal is gone. Feels bad. And I assume the demon has the demon box. Am I right? We can do our cooking again. We have a ton of clam meat. Actually, I can do that now the next time we get back to Capital City. Fuck, how long is this going to take to respawn? I'll pause this just while I'm waiting for this to tick over. Back in a minute. Okay, stuff was respawned, and I also gave it a little bit of time just for Vanish to come back up, just in case this does hit the fan. So we'll absolutely slaughter this gun. We'll blow whatever we need to blow in order to get this done. Okay, let's see how this plays out. I had hoped that I would get my whatchamacallit off there, my fucking sheep shot, but unfortunately we did not. Okay, we are kicking this dude's ass here all over fucking town. This is fine. We're gonna be getting ready with an old kidney shot here now in a moment. Actually, no, we'll eviscerate. We'll eviscerate. I have a pizza on the way. Demon box. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, right. We're gonna make our way down to the Naga area, and we are going to start fucking with them. We'll probably kill everybody on the way out of here as well, just because why the fuck not? Back in a minute. Yeah, and out we go. I stealthed it out of the rest of them. I didn't want to fucking... Oh. Interesting. Oh, it's a destroyed building. I thought that was the entrance of a cave. Well, it is the entrance of a cave. Well, if we get sent back for another quest, you know, we'll worry about that then. But for now, we're going to concentrate on getting across over here to the old Naga area, because we have a bunch of shit to do here. So we need to kill oracles to get some form of bead. We need to kill... We need to get this clam meat on the go too. And then we need to kill pretty much everything. We just need to kill a lot of stuff. And I have a horrible feeling that there's going to be a bit of fishing involved. Or, well, not fishing, but swimming and floating around. To my memory, it might be over here, but it could also be... Can we click down here? No. Thunder Bluff. No. To my memory, it could also be here that there's another area in which we can level our lockpicking. But it might actually be here. If it is here, awesome. If not, it makes no odds. It's all good. What the fuck? Where's the fly path? To the south, brother. To the south. I'm not 100% what this yoke is here in front of me. North of the wreck ship off the coast up north. Oh, there's a quest here. Well, we'll run right the way over here just as a matter of interest. And then we'll head down to this individual. So like this doesn't seem to really do anything. So where's the natural path to get down? There ain't one. Alright, so we just jump. Can do that. And there is a wee quest lad here. The Argent Dawn. Okay, interesting. How are you? Burning Blade. Rumor to acquire the scepter lad. You can do that. That's no problem. That's yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Fine. Oh. Hunter. Interesting. Gotta be careful. I think this is the place with the lockboxes. Oh yeah, I see them there and they're orange. So good. We're going to be doing a bit of swimming, folks. We're going to be doing a bit of swimming and it's going to hurt my soul. And it's fine. It's fine. It is fine. We might not actually be doing all that much stealthing. That's being honest with you. I think we might just wing it. Come on, come on, come on! Get him! Oh, it's just so fucking frustrating. Now, okay. So we need to kill 6 more of them, 7 of them, 12 of them. Oh. Yeah. And in the meantime, do lock picking, find soft shell clam meat from soft shell clams, which I'm just not seeing. This is a tough one to digest, folks. This is a tough one to digest. We'll swim up here and we'll get a bit of air before we proceed over to that one. Fuck my life. We need like a water breathing potion or something like that to do this kind of effectively. Do you know what I mean? 100%. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. We'll just kill this guy and then we'll go back to it. We're not going to worry about stealth because it's just going to take too fucking long. So we're going to end up taking a ton of damages. Oh, well, whatever. We'll just lockpick this while we're waiting for this nerd to come back. Hopefully he doesn't pull too much stuff. Failed attempt. This is good. This is good. Excellent, we got it that time. Now, this guy's back. We're up another couple of lockpicking skill. This is excellent. We'll go up and get a little bit of air. I think that's probably an oracle. Yes, it is. We'll make our way over to her. Now, hopefully this has a decent drop rate. Otherwise, we're about to have a bad time. I hate these swimming quests. I fucking hate this shit. It's so frustrating. It's... The mobility is just, all of the stuff, all the sprint, everything, the jumping around, it is all completely made defunct by the swimming. Alright, so we don't need any more of those. And there's that dead. Let's go up and get a little bit of air. And there is a lockbox just over here. How do I do the soft shell clam? north. I'm not really, like somewhere up this direction I can only assume there is a ship which is wrecked, and in and around that there will be clams that we will be able to loot. That's the only thing I can gather from that. We have our oracle. Now it's just a case of getting these sorceresses. Bruh, please turn the fuck around. Oh my god. It's so painful. It's just so painful. Oh, let's go up and get more air. I'm gonna pause this. It's fucking... Ugh. Oh, and we're back, and we're refreshed, and I've had pizza, and the world is good again. We gotta deal with a little bit of swimming. I can deal with a little bit of swimming. I've got pizza in my belly. We gotta swim. We can swim. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Sometimes you just need to walk away from the fucking computer. You know what I mean? When this game tries to make you swim after these slithery little bastards, probably a good time. It's probably a good time. Okay. We'll go up, we'll get a breath. We'll come back down, we'll pick up this lockbox here. It is stormy outside now, let me fucking tell you. I went out, I picked up a pizza across the way. And it is a blowing outside big time. Alright. We're going to primarily focus on just pathing in such a way that we get the lockboxes. I think that is a good way to go about doing this. I also watched John Wick 2 there, well, the bit that I hadn't seen as of yet. It came up on Netflix, so I finished that off. Quite good, quite enjoyed, I'd have to say. Looking forward to number 3. I'm not sure if number 3 is out yet, or what the deal is there. Ah, lad, now come on. Be giving me that guff. Cheeky. Get this guy on the fucking loot. And we'll swim our way up to fuck out of here. So here's a sorceress. Grand. We need to kill a few of these. And another 6 myrmidon. So we will... Oh, well here... We best get poisons on, because we want to try and burst these fuckers down. Absolutely. Discord going like apeshit here in the background. Ooh. Yeah. I have to say, you can't bait an owl pizza to put you in a good mood. Do you know? You just can't. We'll open up with the garrote. I think that's going to be a nice little... Just to get it going here. I think this lady is very squishy. We're going to kick her in the gooch here now in a sec. Just to knock her off balance. She's not as fast as these other cunts, so... Handy one. Nice. We'll path back over this direction now. After we get a bit of a breath. My advice to anybody doing this is to get some form of water breathing potion, which will just simplify the issue dramatically. Because it is a pain in the bollocks to do this shit otherwise. But it is nice that we're getting our lockpicking sorted here as we go. We'll aim for this little thing here, and then we'll pick up this next one. If we happen to pull one of these in the process, there's no issue with that. We'll fight them as we go, but we will get over onto this little doodaddy, and then we can lockpick this then in the next phase of the engagement. Here we go. Oh, it was a big crit. Stay on him here. Excellent. Okay, so as you can see, the lockboxes actually do path all the way down there. So we will aim in that direction now, shortly following this. Have a bit... Oh, it was a failed attempt. I thought the poison actually interrupted the lockpicking there. But it did not. Okay, so we're still on full breath. Plenty of these warriors. Not so many myrmidons or Naga. You know what I'm saying? Get this on the go. Oh. Not liking the fails. It's quite a dip to get back down here now, so we will be going back up for a breath rather than trying to reach that next one straight away. Oops. Keep to the right there. Here's a myrmidon over here. See what I mean about the length of time it's taking to get up and down. It's quite a dip. And we'll go back down now and we'll pick up this one. Excuse me. I think we'll path back the other way because I think that's where the sorceresses are. I think that'll be the best course of action, although this is telling me there is mithril over here, so fuck that idea. We're going to go straight for the mithril. And in saying that, oh, it's an oracle. Oh look, oracle schmorcle. I'm getting that mithril one way or the other. I'm coming for that ass. You know what I'm saying? We'll just keep panning the camera around. Eventually we're going to start spotting what we're looking for. I think that's a sorceress there. It is. We're going to get the mithril first, however. It's definitely priority. There's a few sorcerers here, actually. We can just get all of that done, I think, pretty much now. After we get this. We did some great leveling today. We got some serious XP gains now. I think we've gone up like 2 levels in the course of the one day. Our rep situation ain't happening. Like, it's slowly changing bit by bit, but it's not going up as quickly as I would have hoped. And there is a lockbox over here now as well. That's quite fortuitous. It's nice just to have an idea where they all are as well, get them on the map. Not that it's absolutely necessary. Nice. Yeah, so John Wick 2 was pretty fucking good, I have to say. Quite enjoyed that. It was a bit more... I guess it kind of progressed more quickly than the first one. I enjoyed it nonetheless. It was pretty neat. It was pretty neat. But definitely looking forward to the next one. I'm also hearing that the Joker got really shit fucking reviews. With Joaquin Phoenix, or Jokin, or whatever you fucking... I was actually kind of looking forward to seeing that. So that's actually kind of disappointing to hear. It is what it is. I'll probably still go see it anyway. Like, I wouldn't not go see a movie based off of it getting like a ton of shit reviews. Like, if it was something that I had been looking forward to, like, I'm still gonna go see that regardless. But there is an enemy player coming in here towards us. There's also an allied player here on the left hand side, but I did see an enemy player pathing over. So what we'll do is we'll kill this nerd. Loot him stealth. We are low HP. Okay. Oh, it's a fucking mage. I'm not sure if the mage killed our dude there. He kind of walked over his body, so I'm not 100%. It looks like the mage did. Yeah, okay. Which is significant in the sense that we now know that the mage is not a friend. No mage is your friend, but now we know that they're not friendly. The fucking camera angles here are fucking me so hard. Just keeping an eye on that mage just to see if she paths towards the undead warlock. Might ask him to fucking put the underwater breathing spell on me. So that way I don't feel like throwing myself out of a tall building every time I have to kill one of these fuckers. Like, why didn't he... What the fuck? Why is he just leaving? Like, the mob is like primed. It's ready to go. All you have to do is hit it once. He just dips. I don't understand what just transpired, to be honest. We're gonna go kill this mermaid and we'll see what's happening. Remember, we have to log on to my alt at some point during the day, and all of that stuff that we've been picking up all day, that we've just been stocking up on the alt, we need to now do a scan of the auction house and throw all of that up and start turning it into gold. Most definitely. This will be the last episode I do today anyway. I know in and by myself that I I need a break. I need a little bit of a breather from WoW. It's not that I'm not enjoying playing. I think I'm just fucking tired at this point. So like, it's difficult to maintain like the level of concentration that I need to be able to talk non-stop, like stream of consciousness thought as I'm recording. And I know in and of myself, I start getting more and more fucking salty when when I'm tired. And I am. I'm very fucking tired now at this point. So like, even shit like this fucking quest starts to like frustrate me. With that being said, I think this quest would frustrate anybody. Fucking swimming, I swear to fuck. I don't know, I think I'm going to whack on a movie and I think I'm going to play a little bit of... Oh, we failed. Now I'm going to drown. Funny. I think I'm going to whack on a movie and play a bit of Minecraft. I think I'm just going to get myself... Oh, fucking hell, bro. I think I'm going to get myself a little bit familiar with it, and then... on the weekend, I think I intend on doing a little bit of recording. I know you guys are into the WoW content, and that's fucking fine. Like, whatever. I'm not fucking forcing you to watch the Minecraft content, but that's what I started my channel on. And it's got a lot of updates, so I kind of feel like going back and having a look at it again. And like I said, from watching other people playing there now recently, it looks quite fun, and it looks like something that I would enjoy doing a series on as well. So that's not to replace this, and it won't. I'm having a great laugh doing this, and it's not going in any way, shape, or form affect the upload schedule on this. In fact, it is more likely that this will be the thing that affects that. It's just something that I just fancy doing, just as an extra little bit. I'm not seeing any boat. There's meant to be a crashed boat. I'm not seeing this fucker. And because swimming is so frustrating, I honestly think I'll just have to Google it, because otherwise I might physically throw the computer out the window. It is just so frustrating. So frustrating to deal with this whole swimming thing. It's just... There isn't any bit of this that's fun for me, unfortunately. I just don't enjoy the slowly wading my way through the water thing, and then just literally watching as these fuckers swim off, having to wait 30 seconds for them to like unfuck themselves and then come back. It's just not fun. And there are quests in Classic that won't be fun. That's part and parcel of it. This is the game, warts and all. When we're finished with this quest, the intention, of course, will be to head back over to Thunderaxe fortress, where we just were, where we need to go up into one of the towers and kill one of the summoners, I think, is the target. Now, I think I only go up to 170. 175. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to max it out. I think 150 is like the cap. What the fuck? Oh, soft shell clams. The boat must be nearby somewhere. Fucking hell, dude. Come on. Bruh. Don't fail. Feels good, man. Swim up, get a bit of thing, and then come back down. Oh, pause this for 2 seconds. Overtime going, but, like, I'm in work tomorrow, so I can't do it. Feels bad, man. Feels fucking bad, man. It's important that, you get the overtime in when you can. Very important. It adds up. Big time it adds up. The joys of being an adult. Fuck me. An interesting thing that I literally just asked myself in my head. I see him coming towards me. I don't know how you couldn't see that coming towards you. An interesting thing that I was just asking myself in my head is, just as I've said that about the joys of being an adult there, kind of taking the piss out of myself. Like, if it was an option to do this as like a form of income, I think I've discussed this before, but I don't think I would like to do this as a job. It's like it's extremely difficult, as far as I can tell, to actually make money off of YouTube. Granted, like, some people are exceptionally talented and they get like massive amounts of fucking views and all that sort of carry on and ad revenue, and that's wonderful and all. But I think to actually like do this as a source of income based off of the amount of time that I invest into just kind of doing it passively as a hobby, like, the time that it would take, like, do this shit well, like, to a standard that would bring you in the income that would pay your bills, like, fuck, man, that'd be hard. I think live streaming would be, like, the easiest way to make money out of something like this. But also simultaneously the more risky, because you have to constantly be vetting every single word that you say, every action that you take. Like, it's very easy to edit things to suit you, like, post situation, but like live streaming, like there's entire channels dedicated to people that do things incorrectly or say the wrong thing, and it's on the internet, and it's, you know, forever, which is scary in its own right. So while live streaming would probably be the easiest way to make money out of, like, online kind of like gaming, it also inherently carries the most risk. So risk return, I guess that's how you look at that. But it would be hard to make a living out of this shit. Really fucking hard. You would have to break your bollocks. And, like, it's like the gaming side of it ain't necessarily the hard thing. And, like, it ain't necessarily about being the best gamer. Like, you don't need to be, like, the most talented gamer, I don't think, to get, like, big in terms of YouTube. I think, like, one of the biggest aspects of it is the actual work that goes in and around the footage that you record. Like, you need to be a funny cunt. You need to be charismatic. You need to... You need to, like, be patient enough and willing to actually edit and fucking do things in the videos to make it, like, entertaining. You need to be in touch with, like, online culture, because you need to have a competent understanding and a deep understanding of, like, memes and things, as fucking strange as that may sound, in order to be able to include that sort of current comedy into your content, so that way people associate with it and it's relevant. Like, there's whole fucking layers that would go into it. So doing this as, like, a job would be extraordinarily difficult. It requires, like, a lot of online invested time. And, like, it's not like you could just, like, be like, ah, fuck it, I'm not gonna go to work today, I'm just gonna go chill out. Like, going to work is playing video games and committing the fucking time to... Where's my clam? I saw a clam. Where the fuck did it go? Did it despawn? Wait, no, I have to wait for the breath to come back. I keep forgetting about that. I could have swore I saw a clam when I swam over here, and now I'm not seeing it. Like, did somebody take it? I didn't see a player, like... Unless there was somebody super sneaky there, and I did not cop it at all. Whatever, fuck. Shit. We get that on the loot. We'll go for this clam over here. Oh, man. It didn't despawn or anything, did it? Like, there's another lockbox over this way, so we'll head over that way. Which will put me closer to the soft shell clams, I think. How many of those do I need? Seven. Okay, that's doable. Ooh, text my message. It's one of the lads in the group chat. They're going mad for some game now at the minute. Some, like, anime, Final Fantasy-esque type MMO. I'm not really 100% what it is. It doesn't look like my jam anyway, and I'm sweating it on this anyway. Unfortunately, Joe wasn't big on this. He just didn't really get into it. I don't know, maybe it was just, like, the launch day or something, but he just didn't really seem to enjoy it. I don't think he likes the retro style of it, or... He hasn't really said. I'll try bullying him into coming back onto it. Fuck. I don't know. I just find it hard to put games in the same time of tier as this. And when I play other MMO games, what I find is that I compare them to this game, and I can't develop the patience in order to be able to learn how to play them, or because I just find they're like a shit version of this, and that's the only thing that I'm saying in my head whenever I'm playing them, is like, oh, this is basically just a shit version of WoW. So it's not fun. So I don't really get that much enjoyment out of playing other MMOs. Unfortunately. And it's been, I don't know how long it's been since I owned a fucking console. Shit, well I still have a Sega. Like, does that count? It's sitting up there actually, I keep meaning to set it up. And there's a shop in town, it's called Rage there. They do retro games and shit like that. They do like PlayStation 1 and shit. They do Game Boy stuff, everything. I still have my Game Boy and my Game Boy Color. I don't know about my Game Boy Advanced, which I actually don't think I ever really bought a game specifically for the Game Boy Advanced. I just played my Game Boy Color game. Color. Why it's so hard to talk? You see this, I'm tired. It's hard to keep the stream of consciousness going here. Yeah. But yeah, I like doing this shit for a living. I don't know. I don't think that'd be my jam. I'd like the channel to be bigger than what it is, absolutely. I would like more people to see the content because like I measure the success of it by the amount of views, the likes and stuff like that, and that's part of the hobby in and of itself, is like seeing all of that sort of stuff increase and the success of it and how to get better at it. But yeah. What I've found is that the types of content where I put the significant amount of effort into actually like editing a video to make it like look hilarious or funny isn't really content predominantly that my viewer base, you lot, actually like to watch. So then those videos don't get any views, and like you put hours of effort into editing that to actually be like funny or hilarious or ever strange funny content. But the way I play WoW or the way I record WoW doesn't really suit that, because I would have to watch like 2 hours of footage to find the specific scenes or things were funny, and then work my way through it. That's a fucking... Like, if you think about the amount of time you have to spend leveling, like, I'd never get a character to 60 would be the issue. We need to get to this wee bubbly bastard here. But that would be the problem, is that I would spend absolute fucking decades leveling a character and never actually achieve anything on it, whereas at least when I do it this way, it's a minimum amount of editing, and it suits the style because you actually get to see the progression of the character and blah 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 blah. But when I get to 60, the style, of course, the video has to change because, well, like the questing idea has now gone out, but the exploration idea to a certain point has gone out, but then it becomes more of I have to get certain specific quests in order for certain specific reasons. So I'll be showcasing that sort of thing, which can incorporate a bit more editing because it's going to be shorter clips, as opposed to whereas this is me recording running around all together. It makes sense in my head. Yeah. Just doing a little bit of lockpicking just while we're here. And then we'll make our way back that way and try and get a few more soft shells. Another lockbox over here. We'll just run on. We'll get my toes onto dry land here and actually have the running animation. Oh, it feels so good. Why did I ever leave? I'm a landlubber. We'll get down and kill this tramp because she's just going to upset me otherwise with her fuckery and her existence. We've been doing swimming quests for like an hour today, and it's just absolutely drained me. I don't know how any of you fucking psychopaths could enjoy any of these quests, and honestly I question your sanity if you do. Like, you should probably be in some form of institution if you think these quests are fun. No hate or anything like that, but you are clearly fucked if you think this is entertaining to do. Fucking, it most certainly fucking isn't, I can tell you that much. Okay, we're up to 171. 4 more of these and we're in the... So you know what, I'm not... Like, there's not really much in the way of a point of sweating to get to the cap here, because we're going to have to come back here anyway, because these are all still orange for me. Like, we want to get these to the point that they're green. So it's not that big of a deal if we don't get it capped, but I am going to get it capped. Like, I don't know why I'm fucking even pretending like I'm not. I'm going to pause this for a minute until we start picking up soft shell clams again. And we're back onto soft shell clams. Get this bitch on the fucking loot. Certain quests like this, like a part of it is that I'm trying to show the quests off as well and how to do them. But like, if you're actually trying to get to 60 like really efficiently, don't do this shit. Fuck me. Don't do this quest. It is soul destroying. Yeah, hit him, dude. Jesus Christ. You see, even being in the water, it's just so fucking awkward. We're gonna head towards that ship. Because that's where the soft shells are primarily found. I seen one there, but I want to get this lockbox underneath me as well. Which will bring me up to 173. We're 2 off cap. If we happen to come across that on the way, GG. If not, we can come back here at a later stage and cap ourselves off. I think we can get up to like 225, maybe 210, 220 out of here, give or take. And then we have to pickpocket a bunch of stuff in order to get up the next tier. From memory. I have done this before. I think one of the good places that I was doing it was down in Tanaris. There was a nice spot for pickpocketing the mobs that were suitable. We might get lucky and get another lockbox or two somewhere around here. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. What I don't want to fucking do is fight any of these fucking clam fucking bastards. Whatever they're fucking called. Dry snaps. Yeah, because they, ooh, itchy arm. Not pit, more like a rib. Itchy rib. Because they slow you underwater, which is not fun. Not fun in the slightest. Okay. But yeah, we got some fucking work done today. I got salty, I got happy, I got salty again. It was good. I know, I'm fucking really tired. Shit. That's it. When you go in from